NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the middle. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's...
And that pass intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fullback's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. He wants to throw it again. He finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the 1st down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner.
And he breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Gets it out quickly. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. NC State going up tempo. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive work.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Out routes are timing routes, and QB's got...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score at 7, NC State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying play action. Quarterback adapting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's DeMarco. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On fourth down, going to the air. He looks that one in nicely. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Alabama! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this...
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting and...
Grabs it inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fair catch, called for and made. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Floats it out in space. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll just down it right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defensively, I know what they want to do here, right? They're backed up. Do they want to pass the football? No, because they don't want to get hit in the backfield, but the quarterback can give up a safety. So I know they want to run the football, give them some breathing room to call some other plays. That's why I can be a little bit more aggressive. Really good job by the defense being aggressive.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown tie. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start in the second half. Alabama will kick it off.
Set to kick this one.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. The give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. NC State quick to the line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Wide out in motion. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? He scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rolls onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
NC State, 7.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across.
And that pass picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Offense getting set for first down.
Here we go.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Delivers the contact. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. It is perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? The give to the big fullback. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Might be looking to run. But a little time, lets it go. He makes the connection, and he's dragged down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. The big fullback's got it. Bowls his way forward. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
The give to the fullback. Just plows plowing down the field. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. NC State going up-tempo. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Fullback loses 1. It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready up.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They're going to run it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's now 4th and goal.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 38, NC State 7.
On the set.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Come on, set.
Fast motion from the offense. On the move. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Gonna run it. It's Riley. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with the stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Easy.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Quarterback on the keeper. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football. And that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us. And they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Line getting set on second down.
Over. Pound 55.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Get set.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking for space. It's Riley.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot